സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം.
നമസ്കാരം. ന്യൂസ് മിഡിൽ ഈസ്റ്റ് സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വത്തിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ കോവിഡിൻ്റെ നിർണായകമായ ഈ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ നമ്മളുമായിട്ട് ഇന്ന് തൻ്റെ അനുഭവം പങ്കിടാൻ വേണ്ടി വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് സൈക്കത്ത് കുമാർ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ എക്സ്പെർട്ടാണ്. ഫൗണ്ടർ ആൻഡ് CEO ഓഫ് സ്കൈ ക്യാപ് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് ആൻഡ് മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് ലിമിറ്റഡ്. ദുബായിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ കുറേ വർഷങ്ങളായി വളരെ ഭംഗിയായി നടന്നുകൊണ്ടുപോകുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥാപനത്തിൻ്റെ CEOയാണ് സൈക്കത്ത് കുമാർ. He is from Jharkhand. Sir, welcome to the show. Sir, as a financial expert, of course, the first and foremost questions, let's say a question, we want to get your opinion about this pandemic situation. So now we are in Dubai. So the investors are feeling uncomfort, the employees are feeling uncomfort. The whole scenario will change soon, or what is your suggestion to face this situation?
First of all, Sujit, what I would like to mention, to face the situation, I will answer in my second part. But first part is very, very important for any investor, any individual, any entrepreneur, big or small. That whatever they have done, whatever they have invested, whatever they have saved, it should be written in a piece of paper. That's the first message I would like to convey to the society. First of all, either on an electronic form, in their laptop or somewhere, or they should mention this is the real estate I have invested, this much of gold I have invested, this much of fixed deposits, this much of mutual funds, this much of equities, this much of fixed income, this is on structured note, this is on REIT fund, and so on and so forth. Because what happens, because this pandemic situation is as such that it has been never experienced the way it has been covering across the world. So correct, it is very important. First and foremost thing is that an individual should write in a piece of paper, because there is no guarantee of our life.
Exactly.
This is the first thing.
Absolutely.
First thing.
Everything should be in recording.
Everything should be recorded. It might be in a physical form, or might be in electronic
digital form.
But digital form, because if anyone, I'm not negative about this, right?
Yeah.
It's the whole world is facing, not people sitting in Dubai, not Indians, not our neighboring countries, but across the globe. So when this be the case, it is not a unique situation for us. It's a global phenomena.
Yeah.
So how to combat this global phenomena and come out successfully, and we should learn to live with these procedures and process is very, very important. This is my second message. First is that put in writing whatever we have.
Okay.
Second is that, we should learn how to live. We should live with sanitizer. I'm having sanitizer in my pocket, gloves, and, mask. With this, we'll have to live with. This is second.
Yeah.
Third is that wherever possible, at this point of time, we'll avoid masses, gathering. We should keep a distancing as far as possible. But it doesn't mean that we will not come out from home. How we will do business? How we will do our work? How we will earn? That is important. Okay, enough. 3 months, 90 days, 100 days we are at home. But the time has come. We should come out, and we should understand that how to proceed in life. This is second. Third, to answer your question, that what shall we do, right? And how we will come out with this. It is extremely important. If I need to categorize, in 3 phases. One, for the students and the parents. Second, as in small investors or entrepreneurs. Third, as a big businessman and big investors.
Correct.
This takes care of around 70% of the population, and the even I would like to focus on the blue collar working class. That is also very, very important. So if I need to understand, earlier it was looked negatively if someone getting an online course.
Okay.
Online course is must now.
Yeah.
Online classes are must now.
The virtual classes are happening
Gone
everywhere.
are the days.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you, because I wanted to link with investment. So what does it mean? That you can book doctors, you can consult a doctor, you can do a Zoom meeting, you can book flights, you can do your courses, you can get a certification done. Even you can air someone sitting in US, sitting in Dubai, and you can air in Kerala.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it was not the practice earlier. So what does it mean? It means there are enormous opportunities at this point of time as well. What are those sectors? What are those opportunities? Huge opportunity lies on fintech.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
When I say fintech, means that financial technology, because digital transformation is happening. Everything is going to be digital. And when I entered your studio, I love to see that you are on online business. You do not know, it's a phenomenal growth you could able to see in next 24 months or 36 months, which you have never experienced in this industry.
Correct.
So what does it mean? People should invest in fintech as a sector. Fintech comprises of technology related to finance or financial world. It means banking, it means wealth management, asset management, it means regulatory technology, it means any digital platform related to financial aspects.
So is it a right time to invest? So if the people who have a liquid cash or something, is it the right time to invest? If it is a right time to invest, which is the suitable categories or suitable sector, what you can suggest? Especially a country like UAE.
Sujit, I must say that there are a lot of opportunities at this point of time. People should invest in equities.
Okay.
Global equities. When I say global equities, you won't believe that if you see last two debacles or recession in 2008-9, and before that during 2008-9 was Lehman Brothers crisis, and 2001, 2002, 2002 dot-com,
Yes.
right? So those days, if someone has invested during the recession, and in next 5 to 10 years, you will surprised to know Amazon has given, can you take a chance that if you would have invested $1 in Amazon, and what's the return it has generated in 10 years? Take a guess.
Yeah.
Just tell me. Then I can help you to answer.
$100?
Huh?
100?
So you are saying 1 become 100.
Yeah.
The answer is 1 becomes 6,000.
Yeah.
1 becomes 6,000.
6,000.
So you can understand. Say for example, if someone has invested, being an Indian, in HDFC Bank stocks, right?
Yeah.
1 become how much in 10 years? 600.
Yeah.
Right? So there is a lot of opportunity, because market has crashed almost by 40-45%. So it means you are getting an opportunity to invest at half the price from the last 3 months scenario.
Yeah.
So it's a very good opportunity. You should, and one very important thing is that asset allocation. Don't invest everything in one sector or one asset class. When I say asset class, equities as an asset class. When I say equities, stock market. It must be US stock market. It must be Indian stock market. It must be global stock market.
Yeah.
This is equities. Second asset, as an asset class, fixed income, bonds, treasury bills, fixed deposits, which has a fixed return in nature. So fixed income, which has a coupon.
Yeah.
Right. So second. Third is real estate fund, REIT fund. What is REIT? REIT is basically a real estate trust, right, which are being unitized, and it has been shared and sold in the market or distributed.
Yeah.
So REIT, because across the globe REIT has gone down. So there is a good opportunity in REIT structures or REIT funds, right? And in REIT, you will surprised to know, retail mall has not given good return. However, who has invested in hospitals, it has given good return because rentals were good.
Yes.
So there is a catch on everything, right?
Yeah.
So what I mean to tell you is that investment opportunities, yes, it is there. One has to be judicious. One has to take precautions. Two, one should not, if someone is having 100 as a surplus to invest, he should do a proper asset allocation. Equities, fixed income, gold, REIT, right? And as a private equity platform, fintech, special opportunities are very, very important.
Correct. See, sir, there is another scenario is happening. The migration and taking over of the big companies. Is it help the investors also? The shareholders means the merging of two big companies, or one big company is taking over another company. It is happening in globally now. So, what is the status of the shareholders of the companies?
Basically, Sujit, you know, whenever mergers and acquisitions happens, it happens for good.
Yeah.
Never we should take it on a negative stride.
Good for both. I mean,
Good
the shareholders
for,
and
yes,
the companies.
and, good for the investors, good for the company, good for other stakeholders. I mean, vendors,
Yeah.
employees,
Correct.
management. So it is very good. If because why mergers and acquisitions happens, because either a company is, you know, overburdened with debt, means borrowed more money from bank or privately, right? One. Second is that the company would like to expand with modernization or whatever expansion, but they don't have fund, so they merge or acquire,
correct.
right? Second. Third is that they are good in one, but if they will do an integration are of two types: vertical integration and horizontal
horizontal,
integration. If they will integrate with some other entities, and it's another type of mergers and acquisitions. So these are good for the economy, good for the corporate, good for the employees, good for the investors.
Okay, so coming back to a country like UAE, see the production industry, production sector is very weak. A country like UAE, but see the people are totally very tensed. Which area? I mean, the people have money, but they don't know even where to invest. Where is the future of business is happening? Either in the FMCG industry, or in the petroleum industry, or gold industry, or which one is feasible for the upcoming investors? Can you suggest some leads to the people who are coming again to UAE for investment? Which is the best sector to invest?
Sujit, you know, I must thank UAE government and the visionary leader like Sheikh Mohammed, right? And I salute him. The reason is that they have visions. One need to understand a country or a city needs to run. They need revenue. Many a time we say that, okay, say 5% VAT was not there earlier, it was easier now, but we need to understand for sustenance, government also need, as to run a family, we need money, government
Correct.
also needs money.
Yes.
So I am not against 5% VAT, but however, what are the new industry to come up, right? That is very important. Predominantly, Dubai or UAE is not a manufacturing hub.
Yeah.
It's a service based industry.
Correct.
Right? But
Service based and trading based.
and trading based, service and trading is also a part of service.
Yeah.
On that sense, right? So what will happen now, that there are industries which will go up after this COVID pandemic, right? As
Yeah.
I was mentioning, that, you know, digital related platform will do good, and I'm sure that the local government will try to emphasize and give more opportunity and pull more people who would like to do digital business, because they wanted to make it a global hub.
But a country like UAE, which the country is basically based on the tourism, trading, and hospitality services and all, tourism industry. Basically, I am talking. In this pandemic situation, globally the tourism is absolutely dead, right? So what may be the future of tourism industry globally, especially in a country like UAE?
I must tell you, Steve, that again I would like to reiterate that we have a visionary leader.
Yeah.
One. Second, which always gives us a, you know, positive mindset and pulls something which is unexpected, and they does. You are absolutely right that, you know, this UAE or Dubai economy is based on tourism predominantly, or oil and oil related ancillaries. Oil is down, of course. Tourism has gone into toss, and aviation, most of the aviation companies across the globe are running in huge losses.
Correct.
Right? 3. And 4th is that, you know, Expo 2020, which we were expecting this year, has gone to 2021.
Yeah.
Right? So how the people survive, what the people will do, what are the areas to be emphasized and focused. So there are 3-4 things which needs to be done, and I'm sure that the government will take these things. One is that the local government will allow entrepreneurs or investors and entrepreneurs like us, to do much, to provide a platform for going ease of business.
Okay.
Right? One.
Yeah.
Second is that there will be much liberty and liberal policies will come up which will give you some relaxation. Two. Third is that hotel and aviation will take time to recover.
Correct.
If I need to tell you, and if I have to give you the real picture, I personally won't see that coming 6 months there will be a huge, jump on this industry. But however, over a period of time, Dubai has been, accepted by the globe as a product.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a product which people wanted to see, wanted to touch, wanted to feel, wanted to enjoy. Right? There are very few cities in the world which has been accepted and sold as a product. So that beauty is there. There will be a lot of opportunities which are coming. You never know. There might be opportunity for casino here.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a big thing. You see the economy of Malaysia, the economy of Macau, the economy which is just beside China, right?
Yes.
So because you never know. One. Second is that, the Lotto lottery has already started in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Right. So what does it mean? It was never there, but opportunities are coming up. Similarly, some other things will come up. However, again, I wanted to reiterate that whatever one should invest in new businesses, one has to keep in mind digital transformation, digital platform, and digital business.
Yeah. Sir, unfortunately, the country like UAE, they are filled with the majority as expatriates, See, there are upper class, middle class, lower class, all these kinds of people. But mainly, some people lost their jobs. They are flying back to their destinations, especially Indians, Keralites and all. If they are in their own country, their own destination, what kind of job they have to, or what kind of productivity they have to focus on? I mean, if I am going back to Kerala, or if you are going back to Chhattisgarh or Uttaranchal or wherever it is, where we have to focus next? Any idea that you can, because our viewers are asking for this.
Again, Sujit, I must tell you that one cannot, there are two important things in anybody's life. One is that educational background and experience, and second is passion.
Passion.
Right? So we can't, because both goes side by side, both goes simultaneously. So you can't say that I was having a passion, but I am doing this. Sometime you'll have to integrate both
together,
of the things.
Yeah.
This is point number one. Second is that, as you have correctly mentioned, as I was mentioning a bit earlier, that when I was coming out from Consul General's office yesterday, I saw a lot of people were sitting outside. They lost their job. They wanted to go back their native places, be it Kerala, be it Bihar, be it Bengal, be it Assam, or Rajasthan or Punjab, wherever. Right? We all are Indians, and not only Indians. UAE is such a place. People from 192 countries are there. Hats off to this place. But at the same time, I would like to pass on this message to all our fellow citizens and expat community who are in Dubai. They should not be negative in their life. One.
Great.
One. Second is that they have certain level of caliber. That's why they have reached Dubai. This is two. Third is that whatever their expertise, say for example, someone is a mechanical fitter or an electrician, high tension electrician, or someone is a who used to crane operator, for example, right? They have their basic capacity, experience and learning, right? That they could able to inculcate. India is a huge country, and not only India, any country, right? There are opportunities. It's not that we are sitting in Syria who is fighting with war. Right? So opportunities are there, but I must say, whosoever has stayed here, this place has a different kind of attraction, right? Again, it will pull back.
Yes.
So most of the cases.
After some time.
Right? As I mentioned, don't be negative. Second is that, you should merge your passion, education and experience. Two. Third is that, even if smaller, no job and nothing is small in life. Right? You don't think that if I'm a crane operator, I'm small, and if you are a pilot of an Airbus, you are big. Never. two eyes, two hands, two legs, right? If his earning is more, his expenses are also more.
Correct. Correct.
Right?
You're
So it's that way. So never think, never be negative. Second is that inculcate your passion, experience and integrate. Third is that if you could able to do a small, a small program by yourself, you do it. If you could able to do a small business, you start that business.
Okay.
Because timing is very bad for everyone. It's not for you. So nothing, you are not carrying any baggage. Right?
Correct. Correct.
So that's very important. And third is that opportunities are there in respective countries also. And I'm sure that it will take some time to recover. It's not that everything has gone and finished, right? Probably in 2021 we could able to see some light and some shy of hope is of course there. Right? A lot of mergers and acquisitions will happen. Say for example, say I foresee, I do not know, I might be wrong, but I can gauge that there might be a probability, for example, of merger of Etihad Airways, Emirates and Fly Dubai,
Yeah.
which is good. It will be the world's largest airlines.
aircraft, yeah.
Right? At this point of time, we might think, oh my God, everywhere people are losing job. But once it will be done, again everything will normalize. Right? So it's a phenomena. It's a recession we are going through, but it's not that everything has gone. One should, first of all, again I wanted to reiterate, one has to be very, very positive.
Okay.
And every individual has their some acumen which Allah, God has given. We need to inculcate. This is the time. And third is that, once we will be positive, we can generate positive vibes in the family,
Yes.
in the society.
Surroundings.
Very important. Okay, my earning was 100, my earning will be 50. We can survive. We need to plan out.
Yes.
Right? So it is very, very important.
So one more thing, you are a financial experts. What is the financial scenario that is going to, we are going the halfway of 2020, then only 6 months remains for the 2020. So what do you feel? Can we cover? Because most of the people are either traders, investors and the business people are here. They have a doubt. So this 2020, the halfway is past. So only 6 months are left. Can we cover within this 6 months what we lost in the last 6 months?
Sujit, it is extremely difficult to cover the last 6 months which we have lost, and to cover from June to December year end. It's difficult to cover because it has three components. One is that many traders or business people have a bank debt or a bank loan.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
So the interest needs to be served.
Yeah.
So if that regular income is not generating, servicing of that interest gets affected.
Yes.
So the entrepreneur, small businessman or trader, they should approach the bank, be very open and frank, send a request letter.
Yes, this is what I want to hear.
Sit with them. They said, hey, look, I'm not going or running away. We are in this business. We have done this much, but this is the scenario. We'll have to give some relaxation. If you sit with the credit department or the business banking or a commercial department of that respective bank, they will listen, right?
Okay.
And they will definitely listen. They will understand. You should not afraid that, okay, if I will miss 2 chance in terms of paying my interest, then what will happen? No, rather you should go in day one. So that is very, very important. And to answer your
Be
question,
positive and approach them first.
approach them first.
Yeah.
Right? And if you will, from day one you are positive and you approach, and you need to do a recalculation of a whole business plan. Is very, very important.
Okay.
We call it restructuring of business.
Yes, restructure.
That is very, very important. That needs to be done by each and every businessman. It starts from a cafeteria owner to owner of a chartered flight.
Yes.
Right? Everyone, to Kalyan Jewelers, I'm sorry I'm taking a name
No,
for an example,
yeah.
for or a Malabar Golds, to a news channel like you who are running this business. Everyone has to do a restructuring of the business. Sit with experts.
Oh, okay.
Even if small amount you need to pay as a fees, doesn't matter. Choose a right expert, sit with them, redo your business plan, and then focus on that. Approach the bank, and similarly you approach your old customers and clients, and redo the whole thing, and then move on.
Okay, so 1-2 questions can wind up this session. See, we have I know a lot of families here in Dubai, because most of the families are depending on a single person. maybe the family, two or three other people are income generating people. But if a family is depending on a single person and he is in job loss or in financial crisis, they are calling us, Sujit, what we do, what we can do, or to whom we want to approach, what kind of suggestions the financial experts can give at this scenario. So what is the message you can convince those family people, not I am talking about the business people, to the families people?
Very good question. Sujit, it was in my mind when we started the session, right? I would like to convey this to the viewers, and extremely important.
Yeah.
Please keep a note. From now onwards, never depend on single income.
Okay.
You will have to have double income. What does it mean? Say, for example, if I am a financial person, if you are a media guy, if he's a photographer, right? You will have to have a second earning. So second earning might be either your wife, as a family, who are in job, either your wife should work. If she is not getting a job, do a home tuition.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever it is, a part-time job.
Something part-time has to be done.
Correct.
Please keep a note.
Yeah, because if all the family is depending on a single person,
Yes.
and if anything happened to that person, the tension must be very, very high.
Very, very high.
Yeah.
Right? And it will affect your, sugar level or BP level, which is not welcome, which is
Yeah,
not
correct.
desirable.
Yeah,
Right?
correct.
It's extremely important to look for second income. It's a message which everyone needs to follow.
See, if a person have a personal loan, not a business person,
Yeah.
a family person has a personal loan to the bank, and because of this pandemic situation, the people cannot pay on time.
Yeah.
How they can approach the bank? Can you give a small advice?
They should approach their respective bank and they should show their letter of termination or retrenchment or layoff that, hey, look, I was working as this was my income, I have this much of experience, I am unable to pay another 3-4 months or till I get a job, I need a waiver
Okay.
for 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
Right? I'm sure that at least for a genuine person, they will give. Even today morning, I suggested someone, and she has gone to do that.
Sir, one advice you have to give to our viewers, there are some people, they lost their job, okay, but they want to go to, forcefully they have to go back to their destinations, but they are not going. Why? Because they are not only the people who are depending on, there are a lot of other people depending on them. They are calling and asking us if we want to go back to India, what we will do there. We have liabilities of home loans or any other loans, and my parents, wife, family are depending on me. So that is why the tendency of hypertension, suicide tactics, a lot of things. The people are not, even we are forcefully telling them to go back to India, they are not going. So what kind of advice you can give to those kind of people? They are either bachelors or family people.
Sujit, what we need to do as a human being, right? We'll have to arrange a counseling session first. It's extremely important, right? We need to understand that what's their qualities, right? We need to create a positive vibe, right? And second, really guide them as per their acumen, experience, and eligibility, right? And then someone, if everything is gone, physically and mentally sick, then we will suggest them go back and stay there. But going back to India, it doesn't mean that it gives a solution to you. You'll have to work hard there as well with all the liabilities what you are carrying on your shoulder. So what you'll have to do, people like us should do counseling session. Is extremely important, and I will request you, please arrange wherever, if by any chance, if I could be of any help, I will do come and join with you.
Thank you.
I need to deliver that we are all indebted to the society. We'll have to give whatever little knowledge we have, whatever little experience we have, we should impart to the people, right, who are in stress. We are also in stress, but it's not that everything finished. Everyone is in stress, from Donald Trump to Narendra Modi ji, from Mukesh Ambani to Bill Gates, right? So common man you forget. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to arrange counseling sessions, we'll have to give them right direction, and I'm sure that with those motivation, with the right approach, you know, everyone will come up.
Sir, for our viewers,
Yeah.
please open
Yeah.
what you are in Dubai.
I'm a human being with 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 2 legs,
Okay.
and with a little mind, whatever government God has given.
Sir, I am asking about the SkyCap.
Okay, so basically, you know, I have done my. I left engineering from Birla Institute of Technology in Ranchi, and I came to Calcutta. I am from Jharkhand, which was erstwhile Bihar, and then I completed my graduations from BCom from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta,
Okay.
and then I did my, you know, chartered management accountancy, and then I have done my CMA in US, then I have done my PhD in US,
Okay.
and then I started my career with ANZ Grindlays Bank in 1996,
Okay.
and then I served Grindlays Bank, and I was one of the 4 team member where we started investment services first time in the history of India. And then I was with ICICI from 98 to 2000. Then I was part of Standard Chartered in India. Then
ABN AMRO.
then I launched business banking in ABN AMRO in India. Then I was part of Singapore's, you know, a joint venture of Fullerton Fund Management and Sabre Capital Worldwide UK, and we launched asset management business in India, and which is now Invesco.
That means
it
huge
was
experience in the financial industry.
not huge, still I am learning every day. And then I was in National Bank of Fujairah, I was heading product, right? And then last 10 years I was with a private equity and advisory firm in Dubai Financial Services Authority, right? And we have raised around $2.5 billion. We have managed assets, we have generated return, and currently I'm running an entity. I'm the founder and CEO of SkyCap Investment Management Limited, right? So DFSA license is in the procedure, holding company Cayman Island, right? We have a Dubai Economic Department license, and we are in advisory, financial advisory. We are in basically in private equity, fintech, and special opportunities. We are in asset management and wealth management. We are manufacturer of products, and we will be launching trade finance fund soon. And only thing I'm proud of is that we have one of the best team in the region, full of IIT, IIM, and CFAs in my team, and my strength is my team. And we love to interact with people, and we learn each day with each one of you. Everybody has talent.
So, this is what is Mr. Saikat Kumar, the financial expert from Dubai. So, we will meet soon with another experts in this session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.